can hear me. So let me just record. Okay, awesome, guys. So, like I said, we are now on day 6 of the 7 skills of network marketing. We touched on day 1, which was prospecting, how to go out there and build an active candidate list. Touching into your hot market, your warm market, and eventually your cold market. How to really grow your list and always have people to share this opportunity with, which now leads us to day 2, which was the invite process. See, now that you have this list of people, now that you have this prospect list, this active candidate list, see, how do you get these people in front of the information? How do you successfully invite them? And that was touched on day 2. And then day 3 was, now that you've invited these people, how do you master the presentation? How do you effectively throw down a presentation and really expose them and give them enough information for them to make an informed decision? And then day 4 was, now that these people have all the information to make an informed decision, how do you help them get started? How do you close them into your business? The art of closing, the art of getting people started into your business. And then number 5, J5, guys, which was yesterday, we touched on, now that people are in your business, right? See, what's going to happen is that, the reason why people are going to join your business and stay is because of what? It's because of your level of leadership. So how do you raise your influence? How do you become a good leader? And I touched on the characteristics of the leader and, how to, increase your influence, how to have a bigger influence so that you can retain the people and attract more, people into your business, right? But this is by far, one of the most important stages and skills also, because when people are joining your business, guys, you want to make sure that you are successfully launching them the right way, because you only launch once. Now, what is a launch? A launch is basically just giving someone everything they need, equipping people with everything, all the tools, all the skills, all the resources that they need in order for them to really go out there and make a success of this opportunity. Because if you can successfully launch an individual, guys, that guarantees you 80% retention already. 80% retention already, guys, just by successfully launching people in the right way into this platform, the right way into this opportunity. And so, it's a skill. It's a skill, guys. And if you can apply, this to every single individual that, is going to join your business, every single individual that is going to, come under your leadership, you want to make sure that you are launching them the right way. And this is the best way that I've seen, because of the results that it has given us, and how effective it is. Like I said, the information that I always share here is not information that I've went out, and written down. It's information that's been passed down, from mentor to mentor to mentor. And I'm just a messenger, and a vessel, because I've used this information, I've gotten the results. And because I've gotten the results and been able to, build a huge organization, and I'm passing it forward and, passing it to the next individual as well, so they can actually apply this information and get the results as well. So, the launching process, right? The launch must happen now. We're going right into it now, right? So the first thing, we're talking about the launching, right? See, the launch process must happen as soon as possible. See, as soon as possible means within your first 24 to 48-hour window period, you want to launch that individual. Every new customer that comes into your business, within their first 24 to 48 hours, you want to launch that individual. You want to successfully launch. A launch has to be quick. It has to be whilst people's excitement levels are very, very high. That's when you launch an individual, right? And you must use a guide to launch, right? And we always, tell people, KISS. KISS means just keep it super simple. Don't try and complicate things. Don't try and, confuse the individual. Keep it very, very super simple. Use a guide. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to break down the guide for you guys where you can actually use this guide and really launch people, according to this guide, because it's going to keep it super simple. It's going to keep it straight to the point, and it's going to give a lot of clarity. And I always tell people to say that clarity brings acceleration. Once people are clear on exactly what it is that they need to do, what's going to happen is that they're going to actually go and start doing it, and they're going to actually start doing what? Getting the results, right? And then the third thing, guys, is standards and expectations are set in the launch. See, the standards and expectations of what is going to happen, within this platform, within this opportunity. But now that the individual, just got started, you have to set the standards and the expectation from the launch, guys, right? Literally from the launch, right? And you want to make sure that you're stressing urgency. All right, speed of the leader, speed of the pack, guys. You want to stress urgency. People need to take this opportunity seriously and really need to apply urgency, because, you have to, success loves speed. And that's what my mentor always told me. Success loves speed. So you want to move very, very fast, right? You want to move very, very fast, guys, in order for you to be able to do this, right? Now, the launch is a 2-day process. Like I said, first 24 to 48 hours. So normally the launch is a 2-day process. Day 1, right, is the orientation. All right, and I'm going to break down the orientation as well. And then day 2 is the launch process. All right, the launch process. Now, we have orientation calls every single day in our organization at 5 p.m. So in the first day, as soon as someone just, becomes a customer, as soon as someone joins under your business, and their first day, you want to get them in front of an orientation call. So what is that going to do? Right? An orientation call is going to show them where to find how to maneuver the back office, how to open their broker account, how to place a trade, how to find all their academies, how to, open, the Go Live sessions, how to trade with the educators, how to build a schedule, how to have a plan. It's going to give them enough information, enough clarity in order for them to know exactly what to do and where to find all the information. And then day 2 is the launch process, right? And I'm going to break down exactly what the launch process is as well, right? Now, it's very, very important for us to leverage and utilize what we call systems, guys. The system is here for a reason. And system just simply stands for serve yourself stress, time, energy, and money. That is what system stands for. So we always want to leverage on the system, right? We always want to leverage on the system. System just means what? Save yourself what? Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money, guys. So we would definitely want to plug in on the system because it's going to save us a lot, right? It's going to give us enough time to actually go out there and start plugging more people into the system, getting more customers, go out there prospecting, phase 1, prospecting, I'm inviting, presenting, closing people, becoming working on yourself, development, into a leader, and then just plugging people into the system, so that they get enough value and enough information for them to really, have clarity. Right? Have clarity. Now, write this down because this is very, very important, guys. It says, whoever is plugged in and has the most amount of people plugged in to the system wins. Now, I'm going to repeat that because this is very, very important because this is why there's a system, right? So whoever is plugged in and has the most amount of people plugged into the system wins. Because imagine if your whole organization is plugging into the system. So what does that mean? It means that everyone is listening to the same information. Everyone is listening to the same source. Everyone is listening to the same training from the same mentor. Now, what's that going to do? It's going to amplify. So everyone has enough time now to actually go out there and go to phase 1. Go out there and really build this business because everyone's just plugging people to the system. Now, your newest customers, what are they going to do? They're going to plug people into the system. Why? Because that is the experience that they experienced. That is what they experienced when they got started. They were plugged into the system. So by default, that is all they know. Now, because that is all they know, what do you think they're going to do when they really go out there and start launching the next individual and start bringing and signing the next individual? They're going to plug them into the system because that is how they were treated. That's why the person who's plugged into the system and has the most amount of people plugged into the system will always win. So you definitely want to make sure that you're plugging into the system. You're jumping on the trainings. You're jumping on the orientation calls. You're learning how orientation calls works. And then not only you, but you're plugging your people, your whole team is jumping on the orientation course. Your whole team is jumping on the opportunity course. Your whole team is inviting people to the opportunity course. Your whole team is getting people into the orientation course, jumping on the trainings like you guys are, jumping on this training right now. This is a system, right? This is part of the system, right? And it's going to save yourself a lot of time. Imagine if you put all your people, imagine if all your teams, all your organizations were on this call right now, hearing the same source, hearing the same information. That is what plugging in means. That is what tapping into the source means, all right? So you want to make sure that you're plugging in your people, every single time there's an important call. And I always tell people to say that you never want to miss a call that you qualify for. That's what my mentor said. He said, listen, Layden, you never want to miss a call that you qualify to be on. All right, you always want to make sure that you're plugging into the system every single time, right? Now, there are systems online and there are systems offline. Now, the online system, what are the online systems? These are opportunity calls, like I've just explained right now. We have opportunity calls every single day. I just threw down an opportunity call a couple of minutes ago. Right? I was just threw down an opportunity call a couple of minutes ago. Every single day, 8 p.m., we have opportunity calls. So you can actually plug your people into the calls. You can invite your people, put them in front of this information so that they can hear from myself. And soon, my mentors as well are going to be helping me, share this opportunity, break down this opportunity for your people, right? Now, there are also trainings like we have today, like we've been having for the past couple of days. You want to make sure you're plugging your teams to trainings. You want to make sure that everyone's locked in and learning, getting the source on how to get to the next level, how to elevate, how to grow as an individual. Because remember, guys, your income level will always be a direct reflection of your growth. So what does that mean? It means that you first have to grow in order for the income to match. So if you're not growing, your income is not growing. So how do you grow? You grow through information. You grow through trainings, through applying the information, going out there and really putting in the work, right? So that's the second thing, guys. jumping into on training. And then we also have what orientation course every single day, all the newest people. What do you want to do? Want to make sure that they're plugging on orientation course. Even for you guys, it's very important for you guys to also plug in the orientation course. Why? Because you're going to have new people. So you want to make sure that you get to a point where now you can actually start building your own systems, where you can actually start hosting and being part of the system, where you now do what? You are the one, who's sharing the opportunity, who's sharing the orientation course, who's helping people get started and locked in the system. So you don't just want to plug people in, but you want to make sure that you're plugged in. You don't just want to plug people into the opportunity course. You want to make sure that you're in the opportunity course. You just want to plug people into the trainings. You want to make sure that you're in the trainings and you're getting the source, you're getting the value, because it's going to help you and it's going to help the whole team. All right, it's going to help you and it's going to help your whole team. Now, there are also systems that are offline. For example, I always tell people to say that, you want to make sure that you, wherever you are, whichever area you're in, you want to have trading sessions where you're bringing people over your place, you're bringing people over your crib. And what are you doing? You're trading with them. You're opening up a screen, you're just trading together, you're creating that environment, you're creating that culture of making money together, right? You want to have those trading sessions. You also want to do what? You want to have events, which, I know that, Cape Town has had, we had events in Cape Town, we had events in East London, King Williamstown, in Johannesburg. So wherever you are, you want to make sure that you're having home events, bringing 3, 5, 10, 15, friends, together in the room and just sharing the information, getting one of your uplines, to jump in on a Zoom call, help them explain this information for you, bring them, if you have a Platinum 1000 in your area, Platinum 600 in your area, bring them over, let them share the opportunity to your people. That is plugging into the system, and that is lifting the weight of your shoulders and giving the weight to someone else to really just tap in. So that is how you leverage the system, guys, right? See, that is the system. Now, I'm going to also just touch on the launch quickly. Now, the launch, guys, is one of the most crucial components of this whole business, right? The launch is one of the most crucial components of this business. And like I said, guys, you only launch once, because someone is only going to be in this business for the first time, once. All right. The next time they already have been here. If they activate again the next month, they already, they're already in the company. So you can only launch an individual once. So if you get it wrong the first time, that is going to shape, or that's going to make or break, the retention of your business. That's going to make or break your growth, of this opportunity. So you want to make sure that you're launching right from the get-go, because you only launch what? You only launch once, guys. Now, here's another thing. During the launch, you are the one that sets the expectations and standards. So make sure you set them high. Because remember, guys, you are the one in this opportunity. You are the one who just brought in this new person. So you are the one who dictates. You are the one who sets the standards, guys. You are the one who sets the bars, the expectations high. Because whatever you set, your person, they don't know better, guys, because remember, they're new in this platform. They just joined this academy. So they don't know what to do. They don't know where to find everything. So if you set the expectations, if you set the standards very, very high, and you stress the urgency, they have no other choice but to run. Why? Because that is expectation. That is what they think they're supposed to do. So it's natural for them to do what? To start acting according to the expectation. It's to start, acting according to the standards that you've set. So that's why it's very crucial, that because the launch always starts with you. So your standards and your expectations are going to determine, how people are going to start running your business, how people are going to start moving, how people are going to, stay focused on the vision. All right. See, here's a breakdown, right, of the expectations and the standards you probably want to start setting for yourself. These are the standards that I set, right? See, the first 24 to 48 hours, you need to make sure that people are getting a result. So what does that mean? I have my 5 AM session. So if I invite you today, if I help you get started today, see, what am I going to do after that? I'm going to help you get started. I'm going to take you through, I'm going to give you an orientation call today. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to plug you into the 5 AM sessions and I'm going to get you a result. I'm going to make sure that you see profit. I'm going to make sure you take a trade and you get, $1, $2, $3. That is exactly what you want to do to your people. You want to make sure that they get the result. And that's why we have the HFX, because HFX is money in minutes. It's quick. It's simple. So it's very, very simple for people to plug in and actually get, the result within their first 24 to 48 hours. You make sure that they do what? You make sure that they jump on an orientation call. They know how to place a trade. They know how to open a broker account. They know how to find everything. And then in the next day, immediately you make sure that they jump on a 5 AM session and they get a result. Right? So that is the first thing. That is the first expectation that you want to set. And in the first 24 to 48 hours, you need to make sure that they get a result. And then from the next 48 to 72 hours, you want to make sure that you're going through the 6-step launch. And I'm going to break down the 6-step launch just now, right? 6-step launch just now. And then within your first 1 to 3 days, guys, right? Within the first 1 to 3 days, what do you want to do? Social proof. Social proof, something they can use to market. So now that they've gotten a result, do you think they're going to be, what do you think the belief levels are going to do? They're going to shoot through the roof, right? They're going to shoot through what? Through the roof. So what does that mean, guys? It means that they now have a testimony that this works. So they can actually go out there and really start marketing this business from, the first, 24 to 48 hours, because what? They've gotten a result. They've taken a trade. They've seen that this works. They've seen how simple it is to make money. That's social proof. They have something to go out there and market. Listen, I just recently joined this business, literally 2 days ago, but I just made $5 in 3 minutes. I want to show you how I did it. Listen, I just recently joined this business about a day ago, but today, this morning, I jumped in a 5 a.m. session and I made $2. It doesn't matter, guys. Even if it's $2, it's money that you didn't have. If you can show someone how to make $2 in 3 minutes, that is social proof. That is a testimony. So within your first 1 to 3 days, you want to make sure that what? You want to make sure, guys, they get social proof. You want to make sure that they have something to use to market. You want to make sure that they get a result. They get a testimony. All right. And then, guys, within your first 7 to 31 days, you want to make sure that you're helping people go platinum 1,000. It's very, very possible, guys, for you to go platinum 1,000 within your first 30 days. I was able to hit platinum 1,000 within my first 21 days, guys. I hit my first rank in my first day, my second rank in my first 7 days, and my third rank in my first 21 days, guys. So it's very, very simple for people to actually go out there. And that is the expectation that was set to me, because my mentor told me, listen, this is how we launch people. This is the blueprint. This is what is expected of you. You can go platinum 1,000 within the next 30 days. And because the expectation and the standards were set high from the get-go, what did I do? I moved, using the expectation. I was like, okay, the expectation, this is the standards. So I need to match the standards. I need to match the expectation. So my energy, my momentum, was based upon, my work ethic was based upon the standards, was based upon, exactly what were the expectations that were given to me. Right. And that's why I was able to do what? To hit platinum 1,000 within my first 21 days, earning $1,000 every single month in residual income. All right. So you want to make sure in the first 7 to 31 days, first 7 to 30 days, you're making sure you're setting the expectation that people can go platinum 1,000. You're showing people how to go platinum 1,000. Everyone on this call can go platinum 1,000 in 30 days. It's done, honestly speaking. All right. And then after that, after they've been able to really, hit platinum 1,000 in the first, 30 days, then, from 30 days, onwards, that's all about mindset and duplication. It's about working on themselves and sharing the results and getting the next, wave of leaders, and the next wave, of platinum 600s, platinum 150s, platinum 1000s. Because if you can go platinum 1,000 means that you can help the next individual go platinum 1,000, because you have the blueprint. You've been able to do it. So because you've been able to do it, you can help the next person do exactly the same thing. Right? So hopefully this is making sense, guys. Hopefully this is making sense. Now, the launch process consists of these components. Now, this is a 6-step launch. Now, I'm going to break down the 6-step launch, right? We normally, break it down to 5, but I'm going to share all 6. Right? I'm going to share all 6 of the 6 steps to successfully launching an individual. The first part is the why, right? You want to make sure that people are writing down why they got started. Why are they in this platform? Why did you get started with this opportunity? Why are you here? Right? You want to make sure that you're building a relationship and you identify people's why. Build a relationship with the person you just signed. Build a relationship with the person you just got started, and tap into their why. Why do they get started here? Why are they in this platform? Why do you need people to tap into their why? Because, guys, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. This is business, guys. This is life. There are going to be trades that you're going to win. There are going to be lessons. This is part of the whole journey. But see, if you have a strong why, if you have and you hold it close to your heart, guys, no matter what people say, whether people are saying no to you, whether people are saying, oh, you're busy doing one of those things, whether you're not feeling like you want to, wake up and trade at the 5 a.m. sessions, whatever is happening, guys, is not going to deter you from the vision. It's not going to deter you from the goal. Why? Because you know exactly why you're doing this. You know who you're doing this for. So that's why your why is important, guys, because you want to hold it close to you so that it can fuel you and drive you when things, when you encounter challenges, when you encounter difficulties, to catapult you and to really push you through to the next level, to the other side, right? Because, guys, there are going to be days, as much as it's going to be the good days, there are going to be days where you don't feel like trading. There are going to be days where you don't feel like going out there and building this business and exposing 5 to 10 people a day. That's where your why kicks in, because you have to understand that this is not about you. It's about your why. Why are you doing this? You said you wanted time and financial freedom. You said you wanted to retire your parents. You said you wanted to travel. You said you wanted to make a lot of money. You said you wanted to take care of your siblings. You said you wanted to, move in the environment that you're in. You said you wanted to help, people. You said you wanted to have an impact. So it's not really about you. It's about the people that you said you were going to do this for. And that's why your why is very, very important, guys. And then the second thing is you want to set goals. Right? You want to make sure that you're setting goals. Now, these steps, guys, are steps that you need to be doing, but also steps that you need to help the next person. Because remember, this is how you successfully launch an individual. So firstly, you want to make sure that you're identifying the why. You want to ask them why you're in this platform. You want to help them identify the why. And then number two, you want to help them set their goals, right? So you want to set 30 goals, guys, 90 goals, 6 to 12 month goals. You want them to think longevity. You want them to think longevity, but I always tell people to say that you have to have the end goal, but you have to reverse engineer it and start now. What is my 30-day goal? Obviously, my 30-day goal is Platinum 1000, right? For everyone on this call, 30-day goal is Platinum 1000. Your newest customer, 30-day goal, Platinum 1000, because that is the expectation. That is the standards that we're setting. People can hit Platinum 1000 in the first 30 days. Right? You want to make sure that people are committed to their goals. If you say your goal is Platinum 1000, you need to make sure that you're doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to do every single day to go and hit that target in the next 30 days. If you're expected to prospect, and expose 5 to 10 people every single day, you want to make sure that you're sticking, you're committed, and you're consistent to doing exactly that, because you've written down your goals. So you want to make sure that you help the newest person write down their goals, and then hold them accountable to these goals. Hold them accountable to those goals. Did you expose 5 to 10 people today? Did you, invite people to the opportunity call today? Right? That's the second level, guys. That's the second step. Now, the third step, guys, is you want to become a product of the product. Now, this is very, very important, because you have to understand that we are in an educational platform. We're in a platform that teaches us how to multiply money, that teaches us how to turn $1 into $2, that teaches us how to grow our money, how to invest and make more money out of the money that we have, how to let our money work for us. So it's very, very important, guys, for us to plug in. It's very, very important for us to learn and really understand the products and services and really start changing our lives, because it's going to be much more simpler for us to go out there and help the next individual if we know exactly what we're talking about, if we have confidence in the products because we know that they work, because we've been plugging in. And that's why I have my 5am sessions, because I've used the price to a point where now I can actually go out there and actually start helping the next individual through the information that I've been able to learn, from the products. I'm a typical example of product of the product, because now I'm about to even become an educator for the academy just because of this, just because I plugged into the system, just because I learned the products, just because I mastered and I really, dedicated time and effort and energy into learning and making sure that I was multiplying and I was using the products, I was making money using the services. Right? So you want to make sure that you're tapping in, guys. It's going to be much more simpler for you to go out there and build this business if you're making money, if it's really working for you, if you're really confident and you're excited because you're making money through the products and you're learning something. Because I always tell people to say that results are not always monetary, right? Results are, mental. If you're growing, if you're learning, if you're getting more confident in the trades, it doesn't matter if you're not making money yet, but if you see change from where you were to where you are, that is becoming a part of the product. That is learning through the system, is learning through the products. So definitely, number 3, guys, is you want to become a product of the product. You want to tap into the services. You want to make sure that you're investing anywhere between 2 to 3 hours a day, honestly. 2 to 3 hours a day, guys, on the Go Live sessions, and honestly, just, listening to the academy videos in your own time and just growing your knowledge and your skill. That's the third one. The fourth one, guys, is the list, the prospect list. So what does this mean? It means that you want to make sure that you're helping the person write a list, pen to paper, guys. Now, I always tell people to say that because you've set the expectation very, very high, because the expectation is, you want to hit Platinum 1000 in the next what? In the next 30 days, right? So what does that mean? It means that in order for you to hit Platinum 1000 in the next 30 days, what do you need? You need a list of anywhere between 100 to 150 people on the prospect list. See, I see a lot of people saying that I've got a prospect list, and I'll ask them, how many people do you have on your list? And they say 5. Some people say 3. Some people say 10. Some people say 15. See, my mentor told me, if you want to build a big organization, you're going to have a big list. If you want to build a small organization, you're going to have a small list. So it's entirely up to you. See, we can't force you to go out there and build a big business. We can't force you to go out there and have a huge organization, have hundreds of people in your business, but we can show you how to do it. But if we show you it, the decision is up to you. If you truly want to use that information and really apply it and get the results. So if we say, listen, if you want to go platinum 1,000 in the next 30 days, you have to have the list of 100 to 150 people. We know exactly why. We know why we're saying that. So if you come and you say you have a list of 10 people, does that show that you want to go platinum 1,000 in the next 30 days? Does that show that you really want to use and really want to capitalize on this opportunity? All right. Now, that is a rhetorical question. That is a question that you have to ask yourself and answer that yourself. All right. So you have to make sure that you have a list. All right. Now, that is the fourth one. The fifth one is the exposure, the invite. See, now that you have this list, I just broke down how to successfully invite people and put them in front of this information. You want to start exposing people to this information. You want to use the skills that I've shared with you over the past couple of days on how to get people in front of this information, how to expose your people. Now that you have this list, how do I get this list in front of information? How do I expose this list in front of information so that they can do what? Make an informed decision. That is the fifth stage. That is the fifth step, is the exposure, right? Help invite people, help expose people. Now, remember, guys, this is what you should be doing and also what you should be helping and the next individual do. Because remember, now I'm showing you guys how to launch someone. So how do you launch someone? Firstly, you identify the why. So you ask them, why are you doing this platform? Why are you in IM Academy? Why are you here? Right? You get their why. And then number two, you help them set their goals. What is your 30-day goal? Obviously, your 30-day goal should be platinum 1,000. What are your 60-day goals? What is your 90-day goal? What is your 6 to 12-month goal? You help them set their whys. Now you're sitting with them and you're helping them do this, right? Now, the third thing is that you write the prospect list together. You listen, take out a pen, take out a piece of paper, take out a notepad, and start writing down a list of every single individual. You know, if we're going to go platinum 1,000 in the next 30 days, I want you to write a list of 100 to 150 people. You let them know because you're launching them. You're telling them, you're setting the expectation and status high, right? Now that, so that's the why, it's the goals, it's the product of the product. Right, it's a part of the product, making sure that they're plugging in. Now the part of the product is going to be taken care of through the orientation. If you make sure they jump on an orientation call, then you know that they know exactly where to find everything. They know exactly how to place a trade. So you want to make sure that, for the first 7 days, you're letting them know, listen, you want to ask them, did you jump on, any of the educators? Did you jump on any of the Go Live sessions? Did you make any profits today? Did you learn anything? Right? And then number 4 is the goals. You want to help them set their goals. You want to help them set their 30-day goals, their 60-day goals, their 90-day goals, their 6 to 12-month goals, right? And then the list, right? The list. You want to help them, write down a list. Everyone they know, guys. And then number 5, the exposure. You want to help them and show them, like I showed you guys, like I helped you guys on this call, how to do what, how to invite those people, how to expose those people in front of the information, how to, share, and successfully invite those people on a Zoom call, in a house meeting, to listen to, a website, to listen to a couple of videos, to click on a link, whatever the case may be, whatever exposure you have, you want to make sure that you're helping the newest person, expose the people on the list in front of that information. All right. And then lastly, guys, the last one, which is step number 6, right, is personal development. You want to make sure that you're always growing your mind, guys. You want to make sure that you're always growing. And I always tell people, how do you grow? Because why do you need to grow, guys? Because your income level will always be a direct reflection of your growth, right? So if you're not growing, your income is not growing. So you always want to make sure that you're learning. You always make sure that you're growing so that, your income can catch up to all of that, guys. So you want to make sure that, you're growing your mind. Personal development, growing yourself as an individual, as a leader, right? And how do you do that, guys? Right? You listen to audios. We've got audios from, Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn. You go into YouTube, Alex Morton, David Imonetian, Bryce Thompson, John Guarman, all these, top, leaders in this space. There are a lot. Les Brown, there are a lot. John C. Maxwell, guys, who talks about, leadership. Jim Rohn. You want to tap in, guys, and you want to make sure that you're expanding your mind, you're expanding your information, you're expanding your leadership ability, you're expanding your thinking. But that's not just for you, guys. You want to make sure that you're using the same information and sharing it with the next individual, sharing with the newest member, making sure that they jump on trainings, because trainings is personal development because they learn something, guys. And the more you learn, the more you apply the information, the more you're going to get results, right? So that is a 6-step launch process. I'm going to just quickly go through it one more time. It's the why. It's the goals. It's the why. It's the goals. It's part of the product. It's the invite list. It's the prospect list. It's, the invite, how to successfully, expose the people. And then last but not least is personal development, is trainings, making sure that people are growing, making sure that people are listening to the right things. Who do you listen to is going to be very, very crucial, to your success, right? That is a 6-step launch process. Now, when the launch is complete, guys, you want to make sure that you're giving people homework, right? Giving people homework. So some of the homework that you can give people is, you can tell people, to have a number of calls and invites to make for the opportunity call. So now that you successfully, launched an individual, you can tell them, listen, 8 p.m. tonight, we have an opportunity call, go out there and call, 5 to 10 people and invite them to the call. That is their homework. Go out there and, schedule 3-way calls, for tomorrow's session. Right, I'm going to be available, for 3-way call. That is homework. So you can help them, guys, really see results, help them really go out there and explode, within this platform, within this opportunity. Right now, here are a couple of results, guys, when it comes to the launch. Now, a couple of results of if you successfully launch the right way. Like I said, you only launch once. This is what happens when you successfully launch individuals, guys. See, number one is you have a brand new, excited business partner, because they know exactly what to do now. They're clear on what they need to do. They fired up. They see the vision. They see the goal. They see Platinum 1000 in the next 30 days. They're like, okay, listen, I'm ready to run. That's the first, result. The second thing is they know how to invite, and they already have 10 plus prospects confirmed for the opportunity calls, because you've shown them how to invite. I showed you guys how to successfully invite. So you're going to show and you're going to teach the next individual how to successfully invite. So what does that mean? It means that they're going to know exactly how to invite people from their first 24 to 48 hours. They're going to know how to go out there and get people in front of information. And you've helped them draft up a list. So they already have 10 plus people, that they've invited, to listen to the information, to expose this information. That's the second result, right? The third one is that they know that they have a partner they can trust and rely on in you. Because you've helped them set up, because you've helped them launch, because you've shown them the blueprint, because you said you're going to hold them accountable, guys, they can now trust and put their trust in you that, listen, I know for a fact that this guy or this girl is going to run with me. They're going to be here and they're going to really help me because they really want to see success. They really want to see me succeed in this platform, right? That's the third one. The fourth one is they understand the system and where to find everything, because they've jumped on an orientation call, because they plugged in on the system, the opportunity calls, they're in the groups, you've shown them exactly how to use the system. They now do what? They now know exactly where to find everything. They are clear on the vision. So now, remember, clarity brings what? It brings acceleration, because now they're clear on exactly what it is that they need to do. They're going to do what? They're going to start doing it. They're going to start running. They're going to start moving. Now, what that's going to happen is that they're going to plug their people into the system, and they're going to duplicate the same process. And then those people are going to do what? They're going to go out there and they're going to plug their people into the system. And that's going to bring massive, massive momentum and a massive wave of new people into this business and opportunity, right? Number 5, guys, is they understand that they're actually not overwhelmed, and they are hungry for more information. See, the launch process, guys, we don't share, too much information. It's very, like I said, we keep it super simple. Right, we keep it super simple. So you just go straight to the point. You share all the necessary, information, all the necessary details for that person to start running. Now they are hungry for, jumping on the next trading session. They're hungry for more information. They want to know, how to place a trade. They want to know more information about, what it is that they are part of. So now they are excited about this journey. They're excited that, listen, I'm about to, expand. I'm about to grow. I'm about to learn more, right? So that is also, one of the results of successfully launching individuals, because you get a hungry individual, an individual that is ready for success, that is hungry to go out there and start applying the information, start putting it into practice. And the last result, guys, is that they are on fire and they're ready to build this business with you, because you've just showed them how to invite, because you just helped them break down the whole blueprint. You've just helped them show them how to invite people, how to expose this information to people, how to close people into this business. They're ready. They find out because they see the vision. They see Platinum 1000 and they're like, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to launch. I'm excited. I'm fired up. And let's go, guys. And that is, in a nutshell, guys, the whole launch process. Like I said, this has to happen within your first 24 to 48 hours, guys. This is one of the most crucial things, guys. Because why? Because you can't do it twice. You only launch once. So if you get this right the first time, guys, this is going to build a lot of retention, but not just retention, a lot of duplication. If you can successfully launch people, what do you think is going to happen is that those people are going to launch their people, who are going to launch their people, and eventually it's going to all replicate, it's going to duplicate, guys. It's going to have a ripple effect, and you're going to have, massive, massive momentum and massive growth in your organization because you launched the right way, because people, they don't know what they don't know, guys. And whatever it is that you set the expectations and the standards from the get-go is what is expected of them. And that's exactly what they're going to pass on to the next individual as well. So with that being said, hopefully you guys got value from this call. Hopefully you guys, are ready now to go launch your newest person, using the whole, steps, using the whole process, and really, making sure that, we're duplicating the results. We're getting massive momentum in the next 90 days, and I'm very, very excited to see the growth. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the final episode, the final stage, the final day, which is day 7. And that is, the art of promotion, because it pays to promote, guys. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow.